suppose have some games.
Hey guys, welcome back to Classic G-Body Garage. I got the hood up on the 78 T-top. Once again, I will be doing that for quite some time now since this 305 has a problem, as you guys saw in the previous video. And if you haven't seen that, I will go ahead and link that within this video so you can check that out. I was paying attention to some of the comments, like I always do, of some of the comments that were on that other video, mentioning that the poor compression in cylinder 2 was not the cause of the camshaft being worn out like these old 305s usually do. And come to think of it, when the camshaft does wear, it usually causes the lifters to clack as well. So I went ahead and pulled the valve cover off. Other people were saying that there's a valve stuck or a valve sealing problem, broken valve. Well, just by first inspection, everything looks fine. So went ahead and fired it up with the valve cover off, and the valves go up and down just fine. It doesn't appear that the intake or exhaust is going down any less than the others. So it most likely is not a camshaft. I also adjusted these two rocker arm pivot bolts right there, loosened them up until the lifter started clacking, snugged them back down. Still no different. So it is most likely a valve seat issue, and I'm not about to pull the heads off of this motor. So I went ahead and decided to get another 305, and I will get to that in a minute. So let me go ahead and fire this up. I'll show you guys real quick what it looks like, and then I'll go ahead and pull this into the driveway. I mean, it is a good runner. It's unfortunate that it's going to come out. There you go. See, I got a rag back there soaking up some oil, but getting plenty of oil. The pusher out is spinning like crazy though on the intake valve, but so are some of the other ones. So I don't see that that is unusual, really. I mean, I know they're supposed to spin, but this one seems to be spinning much faster than the other ones. But valves are going up and down, and it's still running on 7 cylinders. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the hood, pull it into the driveway, and let this 305 come to rest for a final time. All right, 305. Say goodnight, because he will not be running anymore. Well, it sounds like it's running on 8 now. Maybe. Well, I don't know. It almost sounds like it's running on 8, or running on 7 half the time. Sure is making an oily mess. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to figure this thing out. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing off, and I'm gonna do one more compression check and see what happens. Alright, so as I was just about to turn the key on this 305, it almost sounded like it started running on 8 cylinders again. So I revved it up a little bit here and there, and you know, it did sound like it was running a little bit better. So I shut it off, and I put the compression gauge back on it. Disconnected the distributor, and went ahead and turned the key, and this is what it came up with. Now you can hear how nice it's cranking as well, which it wasn't doing before. If you guys didn't see the gauge, let me show you it right now. Now the gauge says just shy of 140, maybe like 137. And an engine should run on 137 PSI. So now I'm really baffled. I mentioned to you guys when I had it running before, I was screwing with the valve setting by turning the bolt there on the rocker arm. That may have loosened up a stuck valve. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put the valve cover back on, seal that thing up, put antifreeze back in it because I already drained the antifreeze, and take it up and down the street and see what happens. I am going to run it here first, crank the valves down just a little bit more and back them back up just to make sure that the valves are operating smoothly, and we'll see what happens.